So do you have acne? Is it on your face? Is it on your chest? That's an emergency response by the body. It wants your attention. Is it on your back? Is it not so visible, like right in front of your face? Then okay, you have a little bit more time before you get on the alkaline acid balance. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jeanette Anakini. I'm a certified regenerative detox specialist, clinical iridologist, and alkaline health coach. And I come to you today from nature's source in Oakville. It's so much fun here. If you haven't visited the store, please do come out. I just want you to know that there is hope for you. So in this video today, I'll teach you a little bit about why we're getting these kind of symptoms of eczema, acne, psoriasis, how to actually alleviate these symptoms, to find your remedy. Anything with the skin has to do with acidosis, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in today's video, as well as how you might actually heal this naturally. You don't need any of those things that they want you to take. We've all gone through a path of medical confusion, and we've come to the conclusion that we can actually rely on foods, whole foods, our healthy dietary recommendations, our approaches with our alkaline lifestyle, as well as the botanicals. So those are the things I work with as a coach. If this is an elimination issue that you're seeing, which that is acne, right? The kidneys are backed up. So what this is nothing but acids and toxins being eliminated by the body through the biggest organ of elimination, the skin. The skin can be classified as the third kidney in regenerative healing. And this approach, regenerative healing, this is very little supplements. If anything, we only use botanicals, and we actually can focus on diet and lifestyle changes that are alkalizing, that allow the body to heal naturally. So how can you actually avoid these acids in the first place? If this is what's causing the acne, these hot, inflammatory, corrosive acids that are coming out through our largest organ, the third kidney, the skin, right? The largest organ for elimination. It's a safety mechanism by the body. It's, not indicating that there's anything horribly wrong, just that there is an acid condition that the body wants to remove. These acids are so damaging. They destroy oxygen. Oxygen is second to carbon, our major energy source. These acids actually coagulate the lymph system, congest the lymph, which is why the kidneys are so backed up. They're connected to the lymphatic system. What can you do to help to heal naturally the acne and other skin issues? Well, dietary recommendations would involve high fruitarian lifestyle of abundance and self-love. There's no limitations here when you're eating fruits. So if you're hydrating up on fruits, berries, melons, and your botanically classified fruit vegetables, you won't even feel thirsty, and you don't need to force yourself to drink water. That actually stresses out the kidneys even more. You just drink to thirst. Avoid any carbonated beverages. Carbonic acid is carbonation, so you need to look at where the acids are coming from. Avoiding alcohol and vinegars, even apple cider vinegar, which I only give to my members of the Raw Reset. Join my private group, by the way. Check in the link in the description below if you're not already in there for more information like this. But I only give my members apple cider vinegar right before they eat animal protein, because that acts as more stomach acids in the body. So the apple cider vinegar acts as extra stomach acids, essentially, because it's 98% strong acid. So it's not alkaline forming. Don't listen to the marketing on that. Lemon water would be a lot more alkaline. Lemon, lime, all your citrus, all your melons, all your fruits. If you want to alkalize, start your morning with those things, okay? You want to make sure that you're avoiding gluten and dairy, apart from butter and cream. Actually, these higher fat dairy products, in their more natural state, especially if you can get them raw, they will be less mucus forming and less acidic. So you can take a little bit butter and cream, 100% whipping cream, if you really need to have that perhaps in your coffee, but coffee is another big acidifier. So if you're looking to wean yourself off coffee, you can come over to the Healing Junction, the link is below on Instagram, and download your free cacao medicine guide. And the cacao medicine is alkaline, it's a heart opener, and it still gives you a little bit of that stimulation so you won't have the withdrawal symptoms when you're coming off coffee. How lovely would that be, right? And you don't get that crash that you get after you drink coffee. So using proper food combining. If you're in my private group, you'll know we have free files available to you. Food combining is one of them. That's very important, especially for those of you who have not yet adopted a 100% raw vegan diet, and you still want to have some of your animal flesh, you know, in your diet. You need to just make sure you're not having that with the starch at the same time. You can have your animal protein with your vegetables, for example. And that's going to actually free up the body's energy so that it can go to healing rather than trying to deal with the putrefaction of the animal flesh rotting and the fermentation of the complex carbohydrates together in one meal. So we need to look at more feasting on fruit, you know, juice feasting, avoiding things that take a lot of energy like improper food combining, so that our energy can go to healing and removing these wastes, you know, these acids and toxins. Moderate exercise to move your lymphatic system. If you know about my program, the Raw Reset, the link is below. We do a solitude walk. That's one of the most important tools to calm the nervous system and alkalize through the act of contemplation and being in a more restful state and connecting to Pachamama. So such a good practice. That would be an excess of oxygen rather than anaerobic activity, anaerobic exercise like going for a run or really doing too much heavy weightlifting. These are anaerobic. This means there's a lack of oxygen. This would be more acidic actually in nature. So we're actually you know, creating more of that waste that's causing the acne in the first place if our exercise is too intense like that. Avoiding in our environment any, you know, chemicals. If your household cleaners, you know, are chemical based, if they're not natural, if you're using fragrances, perfumes, you know, this kind of thing, your exposure to toxins is exposure to acids and is the cause, one of the many causes of acne. So how we take the outside chemistry in is important. What we eat, drink, breathe, and put on our skin is how we're taking outside chemistry in. So we want it to be alkaline. We want to use more natural cosmetics, natural household cleaners, and definitely avoiding any deodorants and antiperspirants. And the last on the list is your alkaline body care. You've got to keep up with your alkaline bath salts from Germany, the AlkaBath. I'll put a link below in the description, and I educate about this on my website, and then you can find where to purchase it locally for yourself. You know, they're doing a great job distributing the AlkaBath salts, which are very alkaline, and they simulate the mother's amniotic fluid. They're 10 times more alkaline than Epsom salts, and they leave your skin feeling like baby soft. You could do little baby baths in there too to detox your children. Can soak your feet and your full body for at least 30 minutes, you know, ideally an hour or longer. 9 hours has been tested and is perfectly safe and desirable. However, you do have to refill your tub every 3 hours because of the amount of waste you're dumping out through this large organ of elimination, the skin. So you can take a pH strip and test. It'll be 8 to 8.5 when you first get in, when you put the salts in. And when you get out, it can be 7 even. It's more than 10 times more acidic than when you first got in. How amazing is that? It's a great way to detox. I use a lot of alkaline body care. The neck wraps would be really helpful for acne because a lot of the time it's coming up from the organs and then coming out through the face. If you're getting acne on your face, don't treat your face with the alkaline salts because that would just draw more out through that kind of desolate area, you know, the tissues aren't so healthy. So use the neck and let that drain even from the head, any acids, but also so that the organs aren't bringing it up out through the face. So that should help you guys. Yeah, let me know if you need any other support. So much love to you, and thank you for being here with me.